know, people always hate these punks who just kind of come out of nowhere, and then they're on these magazine covers and stuff. So like, I'm scared of getting torn to shreds when I'm really not really like asking for anything. So I don't claim anything at all.
Life is about to change forever. Are you ready for everything?
No. Like, I'm just kind of, you know, every day, just sort of take every day as it comes, I guess.
Robert Pattinson never saw fame coming. The story of how he went from virtually unknown to global superstar is the stuff of Hollywood legend.
It's like, who is that idiot with all the security around him? It's like I paid them just to attract attention to myself. But no, it is really funny. It's like, the whole thing just seems completely ridiculous sometimes.
But is this heartthrob truly humble? Or is it all just a cleverly orchestrated public persona? Does he really shy away from fame? Or does he deliberately fuel the frenzy?
How does Rob deal with all the hysteria that surrounds his every move?
I honest to God don't know. I think I would go absolutely insane. Maybe he's a little crazy to start with, and so it just kind of works for him.
All my friends who are teenage girls are doing my head in about him at the moment. Sorry, Rob, but it's really starting to annoy me now.
I think the impact on Rob Pattinson was insanity. I don't think he was prepared for it at all.
He kind of looks like he was caught off guard, like he had no idea he was going to be this idol.
What's going through your mind right now?
I don't know, but my mind is elsewhere. My mind is like blocks away. My body is here, but I know, I can't. If my mind was here, I'd literally probably be passed out by now.
There's a real dichotomy when you look at Robert Pattinson. He'll show up on a carpet, sign autographs for fans, he can pose for pictures. He's a movie star.
But once he gets in front of a microphone, he switches it up a little bit. It's a little bit different audience that he's trying to connect with. So there's two different sides to him, but he knows exactly what he's doing.
Well, you have to be sure of yourself. Come on.
I'm not. I'm not at all. I never have been.
I think there are a lot of actors that are just, I think, uncomfortable with talking. When you're mingling with your fans, those are people that love you, so you're not being judged. Someone doesn't have a microphone in your face.
The big question about Robert is, did it really come as a surprise to him, or was this his ultimate goal?
No one knew, not even the producers knew when we were doing it. No one was saying, like, this is going to be the biggest movie of the year, blah, blah, blah.
Did Robert Pattinson really believe that Twilight was not going to be a big hit? I mean, the book was a bestseller in the New York Times. It was translated into 37 languages. You have to know going into it that it's going to be a big hit.
I still think Rob and most of the Twilight cast and crew had no idea this was going to be a huge deal. I mean, we've seen lots of really successful books not translate well into film.
You know, I hope it translates. I mean, the book sold like 59 million copies or whatever, so if everyone goes to see the film, it'd be fantastic.
In interviews, Robert has talked about being afraid of crowds, and then suddenly he becomes this huge movie star, and there's even more crowds around him. It makes you really wonder if he wants all of this.
Because I don't see him wearing a bulletproof vest or trying to have security push all these women away. He's right in the middle, and he loves it.
You came to E a couple years ago. You weren't famous yet, really. I mean, you were like, this could change my life. And now I'm trying to walk in the door here. There's security outside. I feel like I'm getting ready to talk to Obama or something. This is it.
I am higher on the list of influential people. The only way people can find you is if you go to the wrong places. I mean, if you know, if you're in LA, if you go and hang out in Hollywood, you're going to get people following you around. But if you don't, then, people won't. So the majority of people that have paparazzi following them all the time, they probably want it.
Are you enjoying the success of Twilight, my man?
If you fear the media spotlight, you don't hang out with Katy Perry. You know that the paparazzi is going to find you and they're going to put you on their show the next day.
I don't think that's a fair thing to say that, oh, look, he's out with Katy Perry, he's seeking attention. He should have a right to go out with a friend one night. Cut us some slack.
With all of the attention and all the paparazzi following you, how do you manage to get anything normal done, like in everyday life?
I never did anything normal anyway. And I just get other people to do it now.
When Robert said he now gets people to do stuff for him, he was the guy who was supposed to be humble, and now he's telling us that he has staff.
And I just get other people to do it now.
That was something that came out that showed that he can be a little egotistical. Like, hey, I might not be the most humble guy that I appear to be because I have people that do everything for me.
I don't think it necessarily shatters that mystique of he's a humble guy. It might be kind of hard if you're Rob Pattinson to go get your dry cleaning.
Robert really doesn't seem like he's in it just for the fame. In fact, when New Moon came out, he was happy that Taylor was getting more attention.
Everyone's going to be like, Taylor's where it's at. It's just going to be, and it's funny. And I'm always saying like, oh yeah, I want Taylor to sort of divert all the attention onto him. It's great. And I can tell that like afterwards I'll be like, oh God, I need to do something. I need to take my clothes off somewhere or something like that. Kind of.
Rob is humble, but it's tough for actors to give up that spotlight. And even if he didn't care about that fame, at that point when you watch that interview, you're like, oh, so you do like the attention. You do care if you're losing your spotlight to Taylor Lautner.
Whether you believe it or not, the humble persona is really working for Robert. This is a guy who a few years ago, no one knew his name, and suddenly now he's presenting at the biggest night in Hollywood.
And so the producers called and said, we want you to present at the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
You said?
I said, yeah.
Of course.
So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was some kind of joke before, but I seem to be here now, so I think it's no longer a joke.
When you're at the Academy Awards and you really only have a handful of credits and you're not there because your film is nominated or any of your cast members are, it's got to be an overwhelming experience.
I did a rehearsal and messed it up like catastrophically, so I'm probably going to do that again. I'm probably going to be like the massive letdown of the entire show.
Whatever Robert's true feelings, there's no escaping his enormous fame.
Paparazzi, they're making money out of it, and so they're like, no, I can stand here, and you can stand if you don't let me take the shot, then I'm not going to let you shoot the scene. And so it's just, oh man.
But how can he be taken seriously as an actor when his talent is overshadowed by the hype?